Yeah, you see again, 1-against-1 the whole pitch.
Yeah, it's always Modric over Iniesta. The fullbacks, you know, pushing forward and taking on.
This is dangerous. Messi through the middle for Suarez. You can see Suarez isn't 100% physically, though. He was kind of loping towards that ball.
The running of the midfielders have a lot of problems with it, behind the defense.
Behind the fullbacks, especially.
Yeah.
That the space is always, you know, for our midfielders. And Kovacic, Kroos and Modric are doing really well, making those runs in behind.
It's Toni Kroos to take the corner. Headed clear by Gerard Piqué. The whistle's gone. And it's Barcelona's ball. Frustrating for the fans. Just about on the penalty spot for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He tempted to play it short. Duncan, I don't think we've seen him play. That's the first time we've seen him play the ball short.
Yeah, it's so difficult for him. As you've been commentating, every single Barca player covered. There's no one that isn't being marked, so once again he's been forced to lump it upfield.
That's exactly what he does, looking for Suarez, and Rafa Varane getting the better of Luis Suarez on that occasion. Here's Dani Carvajal. I don't think Keylor Navas, on the other hand, has had to lump it upfield on even one occasion, has he?
No, because Messi is not the kind of player who does that. You know, yeah, when he's very close to a player, he's doing pressure, but for the rest, the other team has to solve that problem.
Ronaldo putting the ball into the box, saw it perhaps just a little bit late there. Karim Benzema, Busquets finding Sergi Roberto. Toni Kroos trying to close him down and succeeding. Here's Gerard Piqué, Gerard Piqué. No surprises there. Marcelo does brilliantly under pressure to lay that one off to Ramos. Ramos under pressure, plays it back. It was a loose one. Keylor Navas very quick to see it. It'll be a throw to Barcelona. It's gone into a strange couple of minutes, the game at the moment, with no one really having the initiative and one or two unforced errors, we'd say.
No, on technical point of view, it's a fantastic game. If you see, you know, it's really Madrid who has the control, because they take the pressure on Barcelona, because they know they want to build up from behind. And you know, I think always you have to do pressure on Barcelona, because if you let them play, you're going to be with your back in your own box. So yeah, this is much better, and you see what the result is right now.
That was a great run from Kovacic. He laid it off to Marcelo, whose cross was headed clear. Marcelo gets another opportunity. Piqué clear once more. Modric getting to that one ahead of Paulinho. Toni Kroos getting there ahead of Rakitic. Modric with a high kick. It's going to be a free kick. Modric stays down. Let's see what the referee thinks about that one. He's gone across to have a look. Iniesta helping Modric to his feet. No further punishment involved, but the boot is raised very, very high indeed.
Well, there is an individual battle in all the parts of the pitch, and right now, so far, all the battles are won by Real Madrid players.
Suarez laying that one off to Paulinho. He's closed down by Ramos. Ramos makes the gesture. Get up, get up. The referee blows the whistle and gives a foul against the Real Madrid captain.
Simon, just to pick up on a point that Michel Salgado has just made, you really get the feeling at the moment Real Madrid just want this a little bit more than Barca. They're winning every 50-50. We just saw Luka Modric beat Paulinho in the air to a header. That should not be happening, but at the moment Madrid are doing it, and they're beating Barca to everything. Good point, Duncan. Is played quickly to Rakitic. He gets it back from Sergi Roberto. Being pressured by Toni Kroos, he finds Busquets. Busquets picking out Messi, who tries to turn away from Kovacic. It's a good challenge from Kovacic. Messi somehow finds Sergi Roberto. Back to Ivan Rakitic now. Square to Gerard Piqué. Piqué through the middle. Suarez finds Sergi Roberto. Everybody except ter Stegen in the Real Madrid half, and that's the first all game. Floated through the middle, Paulinho!
He touched it.
So close, and I think Navas got a touch, did he? In that case, that's an astonishing save from the Costa Rican, and Barca's best opportunity of the first half so far. It fell to Paulinho, and this is a moment of magic. Paulinho timing the run, Messi sees it, and it's a fantastic
So this
save.
is what we talked about before the game, you know, with Messi, with this kind of quality. He gives, with such a sensitive feet, he gives that ball, and it's unbelievable.
Rakitic with the resulting corner. Oh, it comes to Piqué, loose ball. Carvajal losing out to Piqué, winning it back. Here's Marcelo, chance on the break for Real Madrid. Marcelo can't get away from Jordi Alba. He finds Casemiro, now Cruz. Barcelona just about got back into position. Kovacic. I'll tell you what, that was a world-class piece of goalkeeping by Keylor Navas.
Yeah, and we were talking about the rumors of bringing another goalie, and every performance from Keylor Navas is better and better. So we can say that he can handle the pressure in a really good way.
But the ball that Messi put in for Paulinho, it's seeing the pass, it's visualizing the pass, and then it's being able to pull it off, isn't it? Meanwhile, Marcelo finding Cristiano Ronaldo, driving at Sergio Roberto.
Now.
Oh, across the face of the goal. And the
Also
crowd on its
save.
feet. It's a so now Marcelo goes in to try and frustrate him. That's a good ball to Rakitic, who's onside. And brilliantly dealt with by Cruz. Back to Keylor Navas, under pressure from Suarez. Calmly and collectedly he finds Rafael Varane. Varane looking for Benzema. Benzema battling with Vermaelen, wins the throw-in. Apart from the yellow card, which we agreed he had to take, Vermaelen's looking very solid.
Looking solid, yeah. So far.
Carvajal with the throw. Kovacic making a run, trying to get away from Rakitic. And instead, it's given straight to Rakitic. Messi on the ball. Now Gerard Piqué. Bursting forward, Piqué. First time swatted back to Sergio Roberto. Messi wants it. Messi gets it. And Benzema was quick to see that. Ronaldo, a little back healer. Just couldn't quite find a way to break through there, but Modric over the top for Ronaldo. Ronaldo's onside, Benzema's in the middle! And that will be the linesman and the referee looking at each other and deciding it's a goal kick. Well, that's the first time Benzema's really been a threat in this 6-yard box there. The linesman and the ref didn't want the responsibility for that decision. Modric's ball over the top.
But again, another ball in behind Jordi Alba, and it's causing a lot of damage, you know, for Barcelona defense.
I think it came off Benzema.
He got it right.
He got it absolutely spot on.
It's a good call.
The only problem is the ref looked at the linesman looked at the ref. Nobody wanted to take the decision.
And normally they take away the defensive decision.
But on this case, we've seen the replay, they got it right. There's that Keylor Navas stop.
Safe.
That is quality. But the pass through from Leo Messi, absolutely tele-directed.
And the finishing first touch as well.
And Casemiro quick to take the ball off Messi's feet. Messi doesn't look too happy with that. Carvajal finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Back to Luka Modric. It's a very, very impressive performance from Real Madrid in these opening 35 minutes. Cruz to Marcelo. Marcelo cutting inside Sergio Roberto, twists and turns, finds Toni Kroos. Casemiro loses possession. Suarez bursting through the middle. I'm not sure if bursting is the word. He's struggling physically. He can't sprint. He can't seem to get the sprint going. And finally, the poor touch lets him down. Gerard Piqué with the interception. Busquets with his knee, picked up by Ronaldo. Ronaldo's work ethic is very impressive today, Mitchell.
Yeah, you know, it's a special game, and as we said before, when you need Ronaldo in these kind of games, you know, you got Ronaldo, the best Ronaldo.
Here's Marcelo, lovely control. Feeds it through to Toni Kroos. His attempt to a first-time ball back to Ronaldo, just about intercepted or deflected by Busquets. Kovacic. Marcelo making a run. Kovacic sees it. Lovely control by Marcelo. Gets into the box. I think he lost his balance there, and the referee thinks so too. Here's Busquets. A dink over the top towards Iniesta. Iniesta trying to get away from Carvajal. Supported by Alba. Lovely back healer to Iniesta, who just ran out of gas, I think, there, and couldn't quite make the pass pay. But there was danger there for Real Madrid. Jordi Alba once more. Duncan, we can see Zinedine Zidane shouting at his players from the technical area. He won't be quite so happy now, I suppose, as after 15 minutes. Is that right?
I don't think so. I think he'll be very happy. They've basically limited Football Club Barcelona to one chance, which was just a magnificent piece of play from Messi and Paulinho. Other than that, I think Barca have been pretty flat. They haven't been too dangerous with the ball at all.
Sergio Roberto with a cross. It's not a good one. Marcelo's in trouble. He sprinted back to stop that one reaching its intended target, which is Sergio Roberto. Took a knock and he's going to need treatment. Duncan.
Yeah, it's right at the other end of the pitch, so I haven't got a great view of it, but certainly Marcelo goes down under the challenge.
Yes, it's head to it.
Yeah, I thought so.
And Kovacic comes across to get a well-deserved drink of water. It looks to me as though Marcelo is going to be able to continue without too many problems. And Zinedine Zidane, Duncan, having words with Kovacic.
Yeah, he'll be delighted with the way Kovacic is playing. Just breaking up the Barca play whenever he can, but we've seen him floating all over the pitch as well, making good runs down the left-hand side, so he's certainly not sitting in between the centre-backs. He's been on the ball an awful lot so far.
Rafa Varane for Real Madrid. 7 minutes to go before the break. Ramos finding Marcelo fully recovered. There's one for Kovacic to chase, and getting across quickly, Thomas Vermaelen. He did well then. Picks himself up rather groggily. It's a throw in to Football Club Barcelona. Busquets to Sergio Roberto. And being harried, he turns away from Marcelo. Brilliantly there does Sergio Roberto. Messi still gets the cross in. Paulinho with a header. And what a save from Keylor Navas once again. He was wrong-footed. Pushed it away. That's the second opportunity for Barca, and once again it's Leo Messi involved in the thick of things.
Oh, this one was not so difficult.
Well, it was,
but it's going the wrong way, surely.
Yeah.
First,
it was the first time that we saw the real Barcelona.
Yeah, Jordi Alba's looking confident, and if you give Iniesta and Messi, well, it's at the tiniest bit of space, they will make you pay for it. Rakitic with the resulting corner. It's headed clear. Iniesta getting to it first. He finds Messi. Messi holding on under intense pressure from Kovacic.
So strong.
Unbelievable skills and determination from Messi. Suarez gets away from Marcelo. And it's cleared by Casemiro.
Fantastic action.
Ronaldo brings the ball under control. Marcelo quick to find Benzema. He's got to release it. Here's Ronaldo. Only Sergio Roberto and Iniesta back. Plays it back for Benzema. Couldn't get the ball out from under his feet. Finally it comes to Luka Modric. Dani Carvajal. Carvajal's cross to the far post. Brilliant defending by Gerard Piqué. Brilliant defending. The ball's still in play with Marcelo. Gets away from Sergi Busquets. He plays it back to Cruz. Cruz to Carvajal. Carvajal's cross. Blocked by Vermaelen, who falls to Carvajal again. Modric with the shot. Dragged wide.
That's a game.
You're enjoying it, guys. You're enjoying it.
That's a game.
But it was fantastic defending of Piqué, because he was just jumping in the air just to try to block the shot like a volleyball player.
And look at the Barca defence. Piqué's down. I'm not sure if that's Jordi Alba perhaps who's down. They look like survivors from the Second World War. Duncan, can you see anything from where you are?
Yeah, Jordi Alba down right in front of me, just winded. He was being helped by Andres Iniesta, got the wind knocked out of him in that challenge, but he's back on his feet and he's going to be able to continue, no question about it.
Brilliant defence, as you said, Frank, there from Piqué.
Definitely, he's the key player in there. But the good thing is the last 5 minutes we saw the best of the strengths of Barcelona's strengths and Real Madrid's strengths.
Absolutely.
Barcelona Barcelona's strengths and Remedi's strengths.
Absolutely.
Barcelona put Remedi on pressure for 2-3 minutes, and then suddenly Remedi played on the break, and nearly they were really close to score.
Here's Toni Kroos. Beats it to Marcelo. Marcelo driving at Sergio Roberto. Little step over, but Sergio Roberto takes it off him. Paulinho on the ball. Stops, looks up. Sergio Roberto calling for it. Finally getting it, but a bit too late. Ramos with brilliant anticipation. Little dink over the top to Marcelo. Marcelo drives across, and there's Benzema! Flicked off the edge of the post.
Lucky. That
was Real Madrid. Quick on the break.
Vermaelen was not good defending of Vermaelen. He was really ball watching. You know, just how great the cross was, and he was standing still. Here you can see it really. You know, he's now only watching the ball. He's waiting, and yeah, an attacker always, you know, attacks the ball, and yeah, he has to attack also the ball. So
you've got
great header.
You've got to say, you've got to feel sorry for Karim Benzema. He so needs a goal, and that's the second time on the trot he's hit the post. He hit the post against Sevilla last time out. The goal has to come, Mitchell.
Well, that was simple and great football, you know. But again,
here's Carvajal, gets into the box, plays it square. There's no time to comment the move.
No, there's no time to comment.
Carvajal going in there firmly, wins the throw for Real Madrid. Just under 2 minutes to go. Iniesta taken off him by Kovacic, who's been wasn't a good one, and Cristiano Ronaldo returning from an offside position.
Well, the game is frantic.
Wow.
Yeah, but every time
it's called a Clasico. Yeah.
Every time there is so much space behind the last line of Barcelona,
and Remedi know it.
Yeah,
Remedi know it.
Gerard Piqué.
But the same Barcelona has the same, but the Barcelona has the same, but the fullbacks are not that high up the pitch like Madrid does.
Busquets picks out Ivan Rakitic. Sergio Roberto. Back to Rakitic. Gerard Piqué. Busquets to Iniesta. Play on, says the referee. Clean challenge from Kovacic. Sent over the top. Ter Stegen waiting and gets the ball out quickly.